Looks like we've got a couple of pros behind us. To be honest, I feel really good. I think my body's come full circle from all the climbing. There we go. Oh my God. I feel like a shell of a man I once was. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Dude, this is so shit. It's completely pitch black. I can only see like 3 meters ahead of me. We're currently being pelted by rain. It's like the darkest spot I've ever felt. Like the hardest ride. Like,
a man has to understand his own limitations. If you get fatigued, or you feel like you're in danger, first one by yourself at night.
Yeah.
It's very risky.
Yeah. I know it's risky. I actually cannot believe what I'm about to attempt now. It is my biggest fitness challenge ever. It is a really high target and I could fail miserably. I love putting myself outside the comfort zone, challenging myself. I feel that no growth is made when you're inside the comfort zone. So today we're going to be attempting an Everest challenge. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, we like to try fitness challenges, put out the best fitness information out there and just generally motivate people to get outside their comfort zones and try things. This week we're in the beautiful Pyrenees in France. It is a mountain range kind of area and we're going to be cycling up some of the biggest mountains in the world. It is essentially on the border of Spain and France. The Tour de France, they do lots of different stages there because it is some of the best cycling in the world and you are spoiled for choice. So this challenge is difficult anyway for the most seasoned endurance, cardiovascularly supreme athletes out there, but I'm not one of those. I'm essentially a bodybuilder slash powerlifter. I call myself a power builder. You know, I like to look aesthetic, I like to lift big weight, and that means I'm not like the skinniest kind of cardio athlete that is absolutely going to propel up these mountains. So it is going to be extremely hard for me. When it comes to cycling, lots of people see big rides. Oh, you did 100 kilometers. But what's actually more impressive than that is elevation. Elevation is how much you ascend in terms of meterage. So if you've done 1,000 meters of elevation, that means you've traveled from 0 meters here to 1,000 meters up there, which is way more impressive than a big figure for your total distance. So just keep that in mind next time you see someone bragging about their Strava ride. Always check the elevation. To be honest, if I see a ride on Strava, I will be so much more impressed with 2,000 meters of elevation than 100 kilometers on a flat. I know, I get it. Everyone hates cyclists, probably for good reason. They're smelly, they wear lycra, they take up the road, they're obnoxious, they go to a cafe, order one coffee, then piss off and stay there for 2 hours. But this challenge is incredibly physically demanding and anyone who completes it, you know, I take my hat off to them. So basically, what is an Everest challenge? Mount Everest is 8,849 meters tall. What you need to do is you essentially need to ascend to that height. It's just absolutely absurd. So the Hells 500 website says there are 2 ways you can do this. You can do it in one single ride on one single mountain, so going up and down the whole time. For one single ride, you're not allowed to sleep or anything. It has to be one ride, and you have to ascend to 8,849 meters. But because we're in the Pyrenees, it's a cool mountain range. I want to do what's called an Everest roam. So this is the second option. Option number 2 is within 36 hours, you need to do 400 kilometers of total distance, and you also need to complete 10,000 meters of elevation, which is obviously greater than the previous amount. So it is just basically a complete mammoth ride. Anyway, we're here for a week, so we'll be doing some preparation rides and then we'll be getting into it on the final day. So today is the recovery day before the big one tomorrow. My legs are pretty cooked. My cardiovascular system feels like it's spent, it's maxed out. We've been doing a lot of work over the past few days, so I want to do everything I can to make sure I'm recovered for essentially the last one tomorrow, the big finale. So we're going down to the river, go for a bit of a swim, I don't know, hydrotherapy. Who knows if it actually works, but I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. Go for a bit of a swim. Here we go, here's the river. A bit of a current to it. And then you just float down apparently.
That little rock wall. It's got some current to it.
Yeah.
Go that side.
So just hopping over there.
Far side of it. And then
okay.
And then just basically launch straight in.
And it's really cold?
It's pretty cold. It's sub 10 degrees.
Sub 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Experts back home, tell me how cold that is.
You've got to dive in. That's cold. That's colder than Port Phillip Bay, and that's from a cold water swimmer.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so it's going to be pretty chilly. Oh, that's freezing, mate. That's freezing.
Like that on your back, or you can just go head first. You might get better.
Oh, it's freezing. Oh, it's so cold. It's like an ice bath. Oh. Alright, apparently I've got to stay in for 10 minutes for my muscles, but it's so cold. Okay, that's 2 minutes done. Yeah, that'll do us. Legs are freezing. And try not to absolutely destroy our feet on the rocks. Alrighty, so nutrition on a big ride like this is going to be so important. Like if you don't have the right nutrition for a ride like this, you'll pass out, you'll die. I don't even know what's going to happen. Just make sure you take it extremely serious. So for me, what I have in my first bottle is my Sigma concoction. Right, this is for like kind of a bodybuilder who doesn't want to dwindle away. 10 grams of creatine for OxyShred Hardcore. So 275 milligrams of caffeine, bit of a perk up. Proven performance enhancer. You definitely need it for something like cycling, running, marathons, footy, gym, you guys know. And then my favorite is the collagen. So 2 scoops of that, which is going to be a quick little protein hit, 20 grams of protein. But also I really rate the hydration benefits in that. That is my Sigma concoction in 1 bottle there. EHP Labs are the best quality subs on the market. If you want to grab anything, use code NTF for 10% off, help support me. So here is my box full of the hardcore hydration stuff and cycling snacks, and we will chuck a bunch of those in our jersey to stay energized. Alrighty, good morning guys. Currently it is 5 AM. I'm super tired. We've had, I think, 5.5 hours sleep. I was up editing a TikTok, so hopefully you guys appreciate the content. So yeah, we're up, tired, got to get our stuff ready for the ride. We got 15 minutes before we got to be out the door riding. Probably go get a coffee and get into it.
Up and about, fucking jumped up.
We are out, we are rolling, 6 AM on the dot, and it is dark. I think we could be out here for like 12 hours to be honest, so we're gonna start early, make use of the day, and let's get into it. So first climb coming up, probably take us around an hour and a half. Literally just starts straight away as soon as we get out. We're only 1 kilometer in, first climb. That's what happens when you're in the mountains. It's already getting light, it's about 6:30 AM I think. So what's good about waking up and going at this time is you can get one major climb done before the sun's up, so you'll be far less exhausted. Work smarter, not harder. Don't do the 5,000 meters in the sun, that'll just be stupid. We've been going for around an hour now, 20 minutes to go for the first climb. Look at that gap in the mountains, you can see there, it's all cloudy and misty, you can't see in front of you, and there's a gap highlighting some sort of stairway to heaven there. Amazing. We have beaten the clouds of the mist, whatever you want to call it now. And then this here, it's very zigzaggy. We have to get up that now. It always looks worse than what it feels, so we'll get it done. There we go, pretty famous climb done there. There's a sign, Col de Pedesud. I think Col in French means like mountain pass or something. So there we go. 1 hour 30 minutes. And to be honest, I feel really good. I think my body's come full circle from all the climbing that I've done this week, but I know we got a really long way to go, and I'm gonna be hitting walls at some point. There'll be mental, physical walls, but I just need to remind myself that I've always got more to give, and that even though your mind tells you to stop, I don't know, just some David Goggins type beat, you know, which is like that 40% rule. That's what I'll be embracing. I don't know, I'm someone who set out to do something and I didn't complete it. I cannot live with myself. I will not be able to sleep at night. So I'm hoping I have the perseverance to be able to complete this one. Best part of climbing up a big mountain is getting to go down it now at about 70 kilometers an hour. So got to be careful, not crash. Touch wood and pray to God. Bloody hell. Quick nutrition pit stop, getting a quick coffee in, caffeine, proven performance enhancer, and maybe a cheeky croissant as well. And a little muffin here. Bit of a different kind of terrain here. Not able to go as quickly, but check out this fog up here. Bonjour. Bonjour. We're around 3 hours into the ride now. 44 kilometers, and we've done 1600 meters of elevation, so still a very long way to go. Oh, yeah, feeling it for sure. This is going to be really tough. Oh, look at the fog up here though, it's crazy. So on the hills out here, you often pass people, and the polite thing is just give them a nod, give them a wave, or even say bonjour. But if you do not acknowledge the other person, that is the ultimate scumbag move. I don't care if you're in the bloody Hurt Locker up here. That should not change the way you treat people, right? If I see some bloke descending, going a million miles an hour while I'm doing 2 k's an hour in the Hurt Locker here, I'm still saying bonjour. Looks like we've got a couple of pros behind us. Let's see if they say hi. Bonjour. Bonjour. Je suis Australie. Hello, Mr. Cow. Do you like the bike? I'm going to rest it up here, if that's alright with you. Come on, mate. Off the bike. Buddy, stop slobbering on my bike. Jeez. He's licking all the sweat there. How'd you go? That was good.
It was tapping it out like that was just fantastic.
Yeah. Not a bad car to drive up here in, the silver G-Wagon. Alright, hour number 4 here. We've just ticked over 2,000 in ascent, 2,000 meters. Feeling tired. Perhaps the first wall coming up. We're climbing the very famous mountain of Tourmalet, and we have 11 kilometers to go until we get to the top. Not easy. Talk about being outside your comfort zone. I have well and truly left it at this point. Alrighty guys, hour number 5 check-in, and we just have risen to the summit of Tourmalet, one of the most famous climbs in the world. There we go, 5 hours. And if we go to elevation, it says we've done 3,000 meters of elevation, so we are roughly 1/3 of the way there in terms of the elevation, and the elevation is the hardest bit. I was definitely seeing like somewhat dark spots there. It wasn't like that bad, I won't overplay it, but I don't know, there was all like this signage on the ground for like the Tour de France, because I think this is like one of the most famous stages that they do, and like I was feeling a bit emotional, like I was borderline tearing up a little bit. That might just be because I'm exerting myself to such a high degree, and emotions are just like on the edge there. So it was really weird, but yeah, let's just take in the views here. Well done, Sherpa, keep it up. Almost there. Well done. Cheers, mate.
Been the nicest day you've had.
Alright, quick nutrition stop. There is just no way I'm getting all of that down. Yeah, should recharge us. We're about 1/3 of the way through. We'll see how we go.
At the bottom of the Tourmalet.
Alright, so I've negotiated with my dad, and he's letting me use his bike for the rest of this attempt, which is significantly lighter.
Well, just understand your limits. A man has to understand his own limitations. If you get fatigued or you feel like you're in danger, give up, right? It doesn't hurt. It's your first one by yourself at night.
Yeah.
So it's very risky, mate.
Yeah. I know it's risky. Alright, hour number 6, just ticked over the 100k mark. There we go. Oh my god, I feel like a shell of the man I once was. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We'll do our best. we're gonna go. I think electric bikes are fantastic. It means everyone now has the capacity to explore some beautiful mountains and keep active. Okay, and we have reached the top of one of the previous mountains. It gets kind of old. Yes, the sights are just unparalleled, but it's getting repetitive. I swear I only have two moods on this ride, right? One, I feel like the shell of the man I once used to be. Second one is feeling like Timothy f***ing Neutron. I don't know, there's only two modes. Right now I'm feeling good. Let's see how long it lasts for. Woo! Okay, it is hour number 8 and this is officially my biggest ride I've ever done, and we're not even halfway. That climb there took another 52 minutes. I am definitely going crazy because on that climb for some reason I was just pedaling, looking down at the ground, sweating from places I've never sweat before, and I counted in my head from 1 to 1,500. I don't know, it's just like a metronome thing that helps to keep me going. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but we're definitely going crazy. Righty, just got back to town and taking a 1 hour break, then we'll get back into it. It's gonna be a long night, to be honest. So we're gonna go get some anti-inflammatories because I know on my very short sleep, my body is going to absolutely blow up. I don't want to avoid that. So anti-inflams, then I'm just gonna go to the supermarket and down a bunch of food. This is the random assortment of items I'm gonna put through my body and hopefully it digests. So we have a coffee, just a bit of caffeine, anti-inflammatories. These look good. I think I can destroy those in 1 second. Filet mignon and protein yogurt drink. And then we got some lollies too. So I'm gonna smash this down. I'm also gonna have a scoop of the EHP Labs hardcore pre-workout, so 275 milligrams of caffeine at 7 p.m. We need to get some energy. Alright, here we go again. Ended up going for Pride instead of hardcore. Slightly less caffeine and more like pump, I presume, hydrating properties in there. Whereas hardcore is just gonna make me sweat more, which maybe I don't want that right now. How's the fit looking, guys? Hour number 10. Let's go. 9:42 p.m. Those are the statistics. Almost 6,000 vertical, and I'm starting to feel like we can actually freaking do this. Still a lot of work to do, but I'm just taking it one climb at a time, and let's see what happens. One thing we've got to be really careful of, uphill is relatively fine, but downhill, when I'm descending at 60 to 70 k's an hour in the dark, there's like deer that jump out. I saw one jump out. If I get hit by one of them, I'm fucked. So I'm gonna have to descend pretty damn slowly now. Dude, this is so shit. It's completely pitch black. It's misty. I can only see like 3 meters ahead of me. There's like animals crossing the road. It's scary. It's late. I feel terrible. Ooh, passing this one for like the 15th time in pitch black. Gets pretty damn repetitive. Got to be careful for these cars too. One literally just drove on the complete wrong side of the road and almost hit me. Look at how crazy that is. That is freaky as hell. I literally cannot feel my feet at all, but this is the stats we're on here. 12 hours of riding, 211 kilometers, done 6,400 meters of elevation, so we've done most of it. So we have until like 6 p.m. tomorrow, but obviously we don't want to be running it that tight. It might be a rush against the clock, to be honest, but hopefully we can smash it out. Alright, we're 2 hours into the ride this morning and that was just awful. That was like the darkest spot I've ever felt, like the hardest ride. Like, I don't even know why it feels like emotional up here, but it just feels so tough for some reason. I don't know if we can do it, but 7.6. Let's go. Legit cannot see a thing. you got to be careful. We've had a warm shower, changed into a new kit thanks to my dad because it was disgusting. We had not changed the entire time, and we are ready to go and smash out the last bit hopefully. Righty, we've been riding for another hour and a half or so. Got ourselves a little Coke here. We're on 8,700 elevation. The end is in sight, and then we just need to get like 100 Ks on the flat, which hopefully there's no issue. Even got a chocolate croissant in the back there, extra carbs. Gotta stay fueled, baby. Another few hours to go. Okay, we're currently being pelted by rain, but we're on the last stretch here. We just gotta do the flat and 500 meters of vertical we have 3 hours to do it, so. But I am feeling so sore, like my neck is so cramped up, but for this next 3 hours, I'm gonna do my best to ignore the pain and just go as hard as I can. We're also going through some weird back streets. I don't really know this course, so. We're in some hectic farmland now, it's stopped raining. Sunflower field, that's beautiful. Wow, this right here is like the pony club section when you do Mount Pleasant in Australia. Famous riding territory. Except this one's just frankly fun. 32 kilometers left. Calls for our little superpower, the dubstep playlist. I don't know what hit so hard, just the nostalgia. I love it, man. Dude, what the hell, man? We hit 10,000 vert. That's insane. That is incredible. Now we just have 20 more Ks to go in an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Completed with 30 minutes to spare. It's exactly how I do exams and assignments back in school and uni. I somehow just work until the last minute. Just leave it till the last minute. Same with this. No different. Put yourself under that pressure.
I've never seen it out.
There we go.
Strava sometimes shortchanges me about 100 meters.
20
does it? But the vert
hours,
is always
Ks, 10.2. Thanks very much to the support crew.
Yeah.
Making sure, hanging around for the last bit in case I had a mechanical. Were you guys far away the whole time, or?
No. We're just within. We were tracking you. Yeah, we're within puncture distance.
Yeah, sweet. Cool. I was praying that those gravel trucks didn't.
Yeah, and that new bitumen where there was gravel and stuff. I thought, oh, this couldn't be that great.
We're at the petrol station here, and they got a little poke bowl bar, so I'm gonna be able to take all of their chicken. Right, I've absolutely loaded it up, so it is not cheap, but that looks very delicious. Got a decaf coffee too. Fucking hell. Bloody car's on fire. So we did it. I don't really know how we did it, but we did do it. I suppose completing this challenge made me realize that when you look at it at face value, 400 kilometers and 10,000 meters of vertical, if you try to do that like all at once, you will be overwhelmed and you'll have no chance. Whereas what I did is I broke it up into little sections, you know, let's complete this bit first, and then you just allow the momentum of getting those small wins to just trickle over and get another win, get another win, get another win. Within those individual climbs, it might have been 900 meters of vertical you needed to complete, and I'll go, just get it down to 750, get it down to 600, get it down to 450. that kind of thing. You know, get it down to 300 now and just breaking it down into little steps. And each one of those steps is painful. But what I noticed is that the pain didn't actually get insanely worse for each one of those. That's what I'm trying to say, is just break it down into little parts and you can achieve some amazing things. I've never felt worse feelings of wanting to give up and just like sheer demons in my mind. Like when I woke up at 5 a.m. that day after having 4 hours sleep or whatever, never felt like worse feelings. I felt more tired when I woke up than when I went to bed. It was a disgusting feeling. I wanted to literally like throw up and go to bed, give up. But we did get it done and we got that first ride done. I know I was literally like crying on it, but I think after we got that ride done, the rest of the day was a lot more pleasant than that. I want you guys to let me know in the comments section down below, what fitness challenge should I try next? You know, I think I'm kind of like a versatile kind of bodybuilding athlete. I do like to try my hand at a whole lot of different things. I might not be good at it, but I will give it my best crack. So let me know what you guys think I should try. I also wrote down roughly like all the things I ingested during that period. So we had 8 element sachets. So we had 8 grams of sodium, 1.6 grams of potassium, and 0.64 grams of magnesium. And to be honest, on this whole ride, I didn't even cramp. And people cramp normally after like 100 kilometers. So I think that's pretty amazing. And that is a credit to good hydration. In combination, we had 18 liters of water. I know, a ridiculous amount of water, but with the right electrolytes in that, I think we did quite well. We also had 1,500 grams of carbs. So this is going to fuel your glycogen stores and make sure you have the energy to get through that ride. And that was just packets of lollies on different pastries, on potatoes, on everything I could get. Coca-Colas, just sugar. Trying to get all those carbs. If you're trying to perform, carbs are absolutely essential. Don't skip out on them, otherwise you'll feel so bad. And the last one was caffeine. I had literally, what's this here? 1.2 grams of caffeine, which is a ridiculous amount. That was made up of coffees, Coca-Cola, and I think I dry scooped EHP Lab supplements like Pride and Hardcore Oxy Shred 3 or 4 times throughout that ride, just getting caffeine and trying to perk myself up whenever I could. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, any challenges you want me to try, put them in the comment section down below. I really appreciate your support. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more hectic challenges like this. Chuck a like on the video if you do like this content. If you want to support me, I have my apparel line. I think most of the stuff sold out, but see if there are any sizes you like. Power building program, meal plans, running programs, perhaps a cycling program in the future as well. I'll try to collab with one of my pro cycling friends and bring you guys the most low cost and most effective cycling program out there. And of course, any supplements, EHP Labs, use code NTF, link in the description. It helps support me and you'll get your best quality supplements at a cheaper price. Thanks guys so much for watching the video and I'll catch you on the next one. Mwah.